Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be taking a look at a map called Parkour. So let's go ahead and get started. If I had to describe this map as simply as possible, it's a bunch of islands connected by a bunch of strange bridges that you have to try to cross. For an example of a strange bridge, look at this one right here or that one over here. And at the end, eventually we'll get all the way up there and we could fall to that island down there. That is the setup. And this is the vehicle, actually. The map was designed for the default pickup truck, so I figure we should be using the default pickup truck. Now, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do everything twice. First, I'm going to do an intentional failure just so we get a good crash, and then I'll show you how to do it properly. The first one, it's kind of hard to actually fail it unintentionally, but we're going to find a way. Like, let's say we were trying to do it with our eyes closed, and yep, we screwed that up. We managed to hit the one somehow. I mean, that's really the only way I'll screw that one up. It's real easy, and I might be able to save this, but I don't care because, like I said, I'm just showing you a fun crash, and then the legit way to do it in this one. Just hold the gas pedal, dude. That's it. Alright, next up is this one over here, and this one is probably one of the more difficult ones for me. This banked corner right here gave me a lot of trouble to get right, but eventually I figured it out and was able to get past it. But the first try took me, I don't know, 20 times, and then even now I'm not that consistent at getting it. So here's what I'm going to do. Since I want to fail the first one anyways, I'm going to try to do it, and I'm probably going to fail and need 2 attempts anyways, so it'll work out perfect. So this is a real attempt at this, and let's see, can I do it? Yes, actually I can. That is unexpected, so that's how you would do it legitimately. Now let's do it illegitimately. So how would you do it illegitimately? I don't know, just screw up, right? You know, just make a dumb mistake. So let's see, you're driving along, you're like, oh, I could do this, and then you just hit that board too hard and boom, right into the wood and then right into the ground. And now I gotta teleport myself across so I could try to drive across, but driving across is still difficult to me for that one, so we're just skipping it. I'll set the car there and reset it. Alright, the next one is this bridge right here. Pretty simple. Some 90-degree corners, and then you have some big slopes and a couple more corners, and that is the what is it called? Like section, I guess? You call it the section. Bridge. I'm gonna call them bridges. I'm just gonna call them bridges. That's the bridge. There's not that many ways for you to actually fail on this one, really. I mean, this first section here, as long as you go slow, you're probably gonna succeed. You could stop and spin around if you need to and reverse and all that because you have no time limit, and just go slow and you'll be fine. This bridge, if you brake too hard, you might flip yourself. Let's see if I can do that. So you'd be like, oh no! That's the place I most likely see you making a possible error. Just you accidentally flip yourself over and crush your roof in. And apparently glitch your chair out as well because the chair doesn't like being flipped. As for doing it legitimately though, same thing you saw at the start. Be careful. Don't rush it. And then when you get to that bridge, don't hold the brakes the whole time. Let up on the brakes just a little bit. I mean, that section of the bridge. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was ugly. I kind of lost my train of thought there because I did so bad. But I was saying that when you get to this section of the bridge, instead of just holding the brakes, you just brake a little bit, brake a little bit, brake a little bit, then coast. Brake, brake, brake. Just like that. Get through there nice and easy. And then on this section, you just gun it. Because you have to have a little bit of speed to get through that. And then you're across. Next up is this one over here. And this one we have a couple of really annoying jumps that seem to always want to damage my car somehow. And then over here we have this banked corner that goes up and around, which looks a lot more difficult than it is. Really, that's not hard at all for me. This section right here can give me some troubles. And apparently my car went for a swim while I was showing you that section. Bad truck. So we gotta spin this around. And I'll probably get some damage doing these no matter if I try to do it correct or wrong. So let's see. We'll say this is the correct run. And we'll do a wrong run later on. So correct is just getting through there, being careful around this. And then for here, just have some momentum going through it and you'll be totally fine. It's nice and smooth. And then nice and easy and you're done. As for messing it up, well, you can do something dumb where you just plow through that first section way too fast, get a ton of damage, and then mess up on the banked corner and fly off or something. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's say through here you just gotta go fast, and then right there, that's actually, there you go, it fell off earlier than I expected. But that's how you can make a mistake with that one. Just being dumb and going full throttle ahead. So we can go ahead and move to here. And the next one is another difficult one, actually, to me. You have this really steep bridge, and then it goes flat for a while, and then it goes steep again, then you have a tight corner, and then you have this crazy thing. We have to somehow drive across that, and then eventually you can get to 5. So in this one, there's a lot of ways to mess it up. I mean, right here, you can fall off in so many different ways. It could be on the downhill, it could be on the uphill, it could be on the middle. I mean, it's really easy to mess up on. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if I mess up on this first one if I was trying legit. So like just something, oops, and there you go, you messed up and your truck has crashed. Also, I should point out this water, you can still rev in it and stuff. So to do this one legit, it's just a little bit of luck, I would honestly say. To be able to, like, you have to line up perfectly straight and then just carefully coast to this edge. And once you're on it, you gotta just let it go because you don't want to brake too hard to flip it over. And then you have to go fast. You have to go fast through here, at least 10 miles per hour on the top usually. Otherwise, you might get stuck on that lip. And then right here, it's just don't make too many wheels fall off. I mean, you're going to have some of your wheels falling off no matter what, it seems like. Just keep at least 2 on. That's the goal. And right here, we have just about made it. There we go. Whoa. Whoa, stupid automatic transmission. I tried to brake and it goes in reverse. So for this part, the easiest way I found is to just use a camera angle like this one. And then you can really carefully line up those wheels where you need them to be. And just coast across this as slow as you can. Always correcting and trying just to stay straight. Just like that. Pretty solid. And you could easily fall through this as well, which I could do just for fun after we get across it. Like that. We could save this spot. Oh no, I kind of cheated that corner. I didn't mean to, I just forgot that it would spawn me at that direction. Normally you'd have a 90-degree corner right there you'd have to do. It's not really difficult. I mean, I can even do it in reverse to line this up, so it's not like I didn't do it. It's pretty easy, I just forgot it would happen. But anyway, so let's say you're driving along on this, but going forward even though we're not. And then you could just be like, I'm going fast, and then oh no, and usually the way I fall off is like that, where you end up with no wheels on the ground and it's just sitting on metal. I mean, you could probably find a way to roll off, but most of the time that's not what happens to me. So finishing this up, all we have to do is just hold the gas pedal, and we're done. Alright, this one here is another bank corner, and this is an easy bank corner because all of it is nice and smooth. So we can just go boom, up here and around, and it looks hard, but it's not. We have another bank corner right here, and again, it looks hard, but it's not, looks hard, but it's not. That one's a little difficult, even though it looks easy, and then we're done. So let's go. This run, let's see, I'll get halfway maybe, and then I'll say, oh no, I made a mistake. So you're doing fine, and then, oh no, there's another corner here, and you just come in a little too slow, right? And then, oh, I still made it even though I was going slow. Well, okay, that was the actual mistake. Perfect. It was the mistake run, so of course I was driving recklessly, but there you go, there is the mistake. I'm sorry about the mouse, it keeps popping in. So anyways, here is a legit run, a little more focused, and it's not too difficult, like I said right here. Only going 20 miles per hour through that, no issue. I even hit the tire hard, and ooh, that was bad. That was also bad. Like, I am going so slow through here. What am I doing? I'm afraid of falling off there. That's the problem. And I'm just all over the place. But even driving this badly, I will succeed. Hopefully. That is. And there we go. Was there any damage on the front? Just a little bit of bumper damage, but that's what it's there for. Alright, next up is this one, which is a lot of fun, actually. It is this long straightaway, which we could drive under because it looked cool. Ooh, look at that. And then we got a jump, and a landing, followed by a really tight banked corner, and then we go down, and then we have to tighten up to another one of these, which I don't really love. And then we get to the finish. And there's a lot of places you can mess up on this one, honestly. So I don't really know where I'll mess up. I might mess up a couple of times just for extra, like, entertainment value. I mean, I could do this whole thing with maybe 3 resets, to be honest. Like, I will make mistakes, but it's a lot of fun to make the mistakes here. Like, oh no, I went too slow. Boom. And then we're gone. Double boom. And that's probably the most likely way you'd make a mistake there. So let's go ahead and get back on that. Oh, that's an unexpected mistake. Hey, stop it. Bad ramp. No. I'm going to reset right here because I don't know if that did any suspension damage to me, and I don't want to be driving crooked. So another possible mistake would just be you make it and then you're going too fast. So this one probably should be going too fast. So you make it and then, oh no, I can't. Oh, I can corner. Haha. Well, we can still do the idea of going too fast on it. For example, how you gonna angle this? You ain't. That's how. And then you fall. And now for the legit one. So I gotta focus. I actually just do full throttle this whole time, and it should be the right speed. At least that's what the last one told me. I lit up just a bit. That was pretty good. A little bit of damage, but not that much. Whoa! Came in way too hot into that corner. Almost flew off the edge. Careful, careful, and fast. Slow, slow. Don't want to make the actual mistake I was joking about. Oh, my goodness. That was amazing. I gotta just carefully rotate this vehicle around. And one thing I didn't really mention is it gets thinner, like right at the end. So that's a lot of fun. So parking brake on. Alright, right here it's not too difficult, at least compared to what's coming. So just nice and easy, nice and easy. And now for the hard part. There we go. Like you can see, only half the tire is on this thing. And we made it. Whew, I don't like that one though. That's stressful. It's not too difficult as long as you do it that way. But if you try driving it like this, oh, I feel bad for you because that's going to be difficult. Don't fall off here. That would have to be some sort of cruel joke. Oh, this beautiful effort and I fail there? No, it's not going to happen. We going to make it. And as normal, new vehicle. So for this one, we have this spiraling tornado thing that we have to go up. And then we get a long, long straightaway followed by a jump into this tunnel-looking thing. And then we have a drop right after that. And I don't think you can land on the top part even if you wanted to. You land on the lower section, go through the drop, and you're across the line. And for this one, most of the mistakes you would make are pretty obvious. Like on this spiral thing, it's not difficult as long as you're careful, but you can easily just go too fast and get stuck, which isn't the most of entertaining things to see. Or you could fall down the middle, which is sometimes more fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive to the top, save that spot, and then accidentally fall down the middle. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I mean, sure, I could do it intentionally after I drove up and then have to drive it up again, but it takes a while to drive this, and I don't want to have to do it multiple times if I don't have to. Because it's just so long. Like, we're making decent progress right now. I'm doing actually a good speed, like much faster than this, and I wouldn't really have that much control and probably would fall off, but even now, it's going to take a bit. So just, you know, bear with me here. Just sing a little song, 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Hopefully this song's not copyrighted. Take one down, pass it around, 98 BeamNG bottles on the wall. Wait, no. Yeah, I was trying to like be clever and I'm not clever. Somehow I gotta figure out a way to mix in BeamNG.drive and that. For whenever I have to do something, just sing that song every time. I'm not clever enough. Can't think of nothing. Like crashes on the wall? No. I have no idea. Are we at the top yet? Okay, I see the top. We're almost there. And then we would be like, done, woohoo, celebration, all that. And then, oh no, I reset at a terrible angle and oh, I fell into the spiral. Which is fun to do because you can bounce back and forth in it and stuff. and in the water. And now I have to try to maneuver myself out of this so we can get to that jump and then intentionally miss it probably. So I'm going to just inch back and forth because of this terrible placement I've given myself. Then we're going to back it up. And we're just going to go full throttle this whole way, which should be too fast and cause some damage, I think. So here we go. And of course after this we'll do it legit. So we just say full throttle. And maybe we go a little bit crooked on the ramp too. Like just a little bit like whoops. And then boom. And then you fall. And I'll watch this fall. This is going to be a hard one. Yep. And then the truck gets flat. So now to do it legitimately, we once again got to inch. Don't fall. Alright. And now, full throttle. From this point, we can pretty much just assume full throttle will be okay with maybe a little bit of slowing down. And all I have to worry about is just staying in line with where I need to be. Looks good. Beautiful. Now right here, you can actually have another place where you can make a mistake. So if you try to inch over this right here, you can actually get stuck on it. So if you go inch, boom. You can't move, which would suck. Because you do all that effort and then you get stuck. So you got to be aware of that. So for this, you actually have to go a little bit faster. You got to go maybe 5 miles per hour, 10, something like that. And then you slam on the brakes, and then you win. Hooray. Alright, so next up is a fun one. Let me line my truck up before we show you what it is. No, more to the right, and then you'll be perfect. Good. Alright, so this one, it has a jump. And then a wall will slam into, and then another jump, and another jump. And then we have this crazy banked corner right here. And then we have this tight corner right there, and then we eventually get to the finish of that one. And I accidentally changed the camera while I was doing that. Sorry about that. So here is a mistake attempt. So let's say you're like, I gotta go fast to this jump. I don't want to miss the jump. And you're like, oh no, we're going too fast. Boom. Truck still drives though, so you continue on. You're like, I can still do this. So you try to do this corner. Just barely make it, but you're bouncing and you fail. That's one way I can see a failure happening. Because the banked corner we saw wasn't too difficult. That looks funny. For some reason to me, it looks more funny than normal. Don't know why, I can't even explain it, just looks funny. A successful attempt on this one does usually have a little bit of a collision. Not a lot, just a little bit, unless you have the perfect speed, which is difficult. I did not, so we have just a tiny collision there. And we're going to just realign ourselves. For the next one, we're going to go straight back to the edge so we can get as much speed as we can. I don't know what just made a crashing noise, that was weird. And then over the jump, stop. You don't want to try to do that all in one motion usually because you'll fail. So you do the same strategy, you back it up to the edge and then you go like so. Again, you stop, back up, and then go. Van Gogh. I don't know why I said Van Gogh. Like, I know I said it, but like, it was dumb. It just rhymed. It's like, oh my goodness, that rhymes. Yeah, good job, WhyBeAre. You're so smart. And then bank corner, though, it's pretty easy. You just gotta make sure you get up enough to get around the lip on the exits, and then we are across the line. This next one, I usually don't end up with a sane and drivable vehicle. So what it is you have this one, you drive off, and somehow, by some miracle, you're supposed to land on this in a smooth manner, go through the water, and pop back out, and then drive up that ramp, which ain't exactly that easy. And this is number 110. There's 2 ones. I don't know why. So for this one, it's really easy to mess up. I mean, if you don't have the perfect speed, it's some mistake, and you're crashing. So for example, just like this, you know, it looks pretty good, but the speed probably won't be perfect. Oh, of course it's perfect then. Like, usually I never get the perfect speed on that, and it's like, here's a pretty good speed, although I did very poor on the second part of the jump, so he still failed, but still, that first speed was too perfect. That's ridiculous. And there's the damage truck that I was expecting, just not damage the way I was thinking. So for the legit run on this one, we're going to start pretty much the same from 9 to 110. We're going to line up with the truck with the front tires right here, like right on the edge of the bridge, and then we're just going to go full throttle. Just like that. And hopefully this will work out. So we perfectly lined up. We're going to keep going full throttle because it helps level out the body the angle I want. And that looked pretty good. Oh, we're going way too fast in the next one. Somehow it drives by a miracle. And we've made it. So reset. And the next one is a bunch of bridges just like that one going over and over and over again. And I'm not exactly sure how you can mess this up. Like, at all. I mean, yeah, it looks like, oh, what if you fall through the hole? Those aren't real holes. They're fake. Look, my tires track right over them like they're not even there. Because they're not. Right here, you might make a mistake. Maybe just going too fast. I like that they totally just stretched that out. They didn't even rotate this one. They just stretched out. It looks like these crazy thin planks for some reason. I don't know exactly why that happened, but that's just the way it is. Next one, come on, truck. This automatic transmission is like upshift, downshift, upshift, downshift. See right here, just slow down. You'll be fine. And a crash here wouldn't be too interesting because it'd just be another fall. And I felt like I've done enough just falls to the ground by now. So I'm not going to bother with that. And slow down. Just like that. And then full throttle at 30 miles per hour max speed usually. And we got 2 more or 3 more left, I think. It's hard to tell with the camera like this. Looks like 2. Oh, that looks weird right here. Like, I can't even tell what's going on. Oh my goodness, this is how you make a mistake. I'm all like, look at that. And then I almost fall. Yeah, good job. So smart. Climate. Climate control. I made another pun. Don't know why. Not much to say when I'm climbing these. That's why I made a pun. Just say, well, what am I going to talk about? Oh, look, there's more wood under there. Yeah, duh, there's wood. It is funny, though, that the whole map is using that same piece of wood no matter what. Like, even the arrows, use the wood. The numbers, use the wood. So we'll reset right here. And this one, a mistake and a success look pretty similar. All you have to do is just try to jump at that arrow and hope you land it. So something like that might work. I don't know. A success or a failure, I don't care on this one. Because I always got another attempt. So that's a failure. Splat. Let's try for the success this time. So I guess I had 2 failures where I tried. Or was it 1? I don't know. Either way, let's make this one not that. And I'm happy with the numbers, honestly, in terms of how many successes were successes I tried. I mean, it feels like I did good, and there is a real success. Can we stay on it, though? Not really. I mean, we almost did, but then we didn't. But that'll be the end of the car parkour map, and till next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.